Hi everybody, this is Cindy from Ideas Times 2. Welcome back to our channel. Today I have a tutorial for you just in time for Valentine's Day. I know it's still a few weeks out, but this gives you a chance to maybe get some little Valentines made if you are so inclined. So what we're going to make today is a little folio or folder, a kind of a mini journal, and what you're going to need for this is a file folder, and I'm going with a red one because Valentine's Day, and some cardstock, and I'm using a paper pad that I got online. It's double-sided, not too thick, but with the file folder I'm hoping it will be the book will be still nice and firm. And I'm going, as you can maybe tell, with this paper with a more modern look, which is not my normal style. I do a lot more vintage. That's kind of my thing, grungy and vintage looks. And so I'm not doing any sewing for this. And that's all you need. Some glue. I'm using Fabri-Tac today because it's my favorite. Some cardstock, and a file folder, and it doesn't need to be a hanging file folder, but that's what I'm using today. And so the finished book, I decided I wanted to be about 5.5 inches by 8 and about a 1/2 inch spine. But if you prefer a skinnier, taller, shorter, square, it doesn't matter. This is a simple project that you can easily tailor to any style, any size, and I just was in the mood to do Valentine's Day, so that's what I'm doing today. So the first thing I need to do is take my file folder and cut it down. And so I'm going to start by cutting off the ends. And sometimes the metal pieces pop right out, and sometimes they don't. Today it doesn't look like they will, but I'm going to cut right on the edge and just get rid of those, and then I'll measure from there. And I like to hang on to these. I'll take this out and I'll use this for something else in another journal. I'm having issues today. I'm feeling clumsy. I don't know, it's just been one of those days. I'm doing laundry, and I went downstairs to get the last load out of the dryer, and I put it in there a couple hours ago, and surprise, everything was still wet and cold because I forgot to turn the dryer on. So that's the kind of day I've been having. All right, I'm going to do 8 inches tall. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that off. So 8 inches. And I'll put this aside. I'll be able to use this for lots of stuff later. And then what I'm going to do is move this to the side. And because it's a file folder, you can see it's got score marks on it already. I'm going to take advantage of those. And this score mark here on the right side, I'm going to fold over, and where's my bone folder? Press that down, and this is going to be a flap. And then I'm going to On where this fold is, on each side there is another score mark, and I'm going to fold it on the score mark on the same side as the flap. And that's going to give us a 1/2 inch spine with this file folder. And then there should be a score mark here in the front, but you can just leave that. So now what I'm going to do is trim this side to be about 5 1/4 inches from the center fold. So I'll put that on 5 1/2 and cut. So hopefully my measurements are all right. So this is the foundation. So we have our cover, and then it opens. We've got these 2 sides and then a flap closure, and that's the start. So what you do from here is entirely up to you. So I already took the time because I figured you probably wouldn't want to sit here and watch me cut paper, but I pretty much have everything already cut so that I can finish it here with you on camera. So what I'm going to do, I've already cut these pieces down to a little smaller, about 1/4 inch smaller on all sides, to give the journal the paper kind of a little border. If that's not your style, you'd like to go right up to the edge, go ahead and do that. If you like to sew around your edges, which I normally do, but since this is a more modern style, I decided to not do that. And I'm just going to glue it down. If you prefer glue stick or double-sided tape, this would be a good project for that as well. It's a small project that's probably not going to get carried around a lot, where you have to worry about and especially since it's seasonal, you don't need to worry about it being overly glued. I always have problems with glue sticks. I see a lot of people online using glue sticks, but I always, and maybe it's because I'm a teacher and I have so many projects that get turned in with glue stick, and hang them up on the wall, and pretty soon all the little papers are falling off. But I find that glue stick just doesn't have enough longevity, which is why I don't use it very often. But if that's your preference, go for it. I know it looks like I'm putting a lot of glue on here. It's probably not as much as it looks. And so I wanted my front and back to match. That's why I'm doing these 2 first. I just love this paper. It's fun. I really love doing file folder projects. I think file folders are such a versatile paper for making so many different styles. Oops, I got a little seepage there. Okay, now the cover. For the cover, I'm going to layer. And I'm going to start with a striped striped paper. So instead of watching me cut all of these, now you're sitting watching me glue. But I hope everybody's doing well. We're now already moving to the end of January. Time has been going by so fast. You can do whatever you want on the cover. Let's see, I need I want to round my edges on this, I think. Valentine's Day will be here before you know it. We didn't have school today because of Martin Luther King Day, so I've been doing chores and trying to craft a little bit, but it'd take a lot less time if I would quit messing up. It's hard to dry your clothes when you forget to turn the dryer on. Okay, and there's a cover. And if you want to leave it plain, you want to use fabric, if you want to sew, go for it. There's so much you can do with this simple style. And I'm going to round the corners on the closure as well. Give it a little bit of pizzazz. And I'm going to cover that with paper as well, especially since the brand is right there. Oops, I did not do a very good job of measuring. Whoops. I made the flap 2.5. I think, I don't remember if I mentioned this. I made the flap 2.5 inches. So I got a little bit off there. So I'll just trim that a little bit. And yep, that's better. So for this, I think I could have made this project, I think, with 2.5 pieces of 12 by 12 cardstock. I did use a little bit more than that simply because I had a lot of patterns to choose from, and so I did. I used quite a few different papers, but I think I easily could have done this with just 2.5 pieces of 12 by 12 and then scraps for pockets and things. And then of course just one file folder. And if you don't have file folders, or you don't have the right color, you can use regular cardstock. So here we go. This is the basic folio. Oh, I take that back. I'm going to reinforce the spine just a little bit. So I took a piece of scrap paper, and the spine is a 1/2 inch, so I cut this, I don't remember, but I did trim it from a 1/2 inch so that it would easily fit between those score marks, so the book still folds really well. But I'm going to sew a signature into that spine. It needs a little something on there. All right, so the way I decided to do the kind of fillet is with pockets and tucks, and like and more pockets. If you don't want to do pockets or tucks, you want to just leave it plain, that is fine. You don't need to go all out. And so do what you're comfortable with. Use what you have in the house. You don't need to go out and buy anything special if you don't want to. I decided for my New Year's resolution that this year I'm not going to buy anything. So I can't go out and buy anything special. So here's just a little tag that I'm going to put on. I'm going to glue the whole thing down. Just right here in the middle. Then I have a couple of pockets I'm going to put on that tag. I think I'm going to use the little glue. But how you embellish is up to you, because there's literally nothing on here that is necessary for structural integrity. So it is all about what you like, what you're interested in, what your style is. Now this page is getting a little busy. I was laying on the table. I thought it looked pretty good, but now I'm thinking it might be a little too busy. I'll have to see when everything is done and pockets are filled. So now I've got 2 pockets here, and then over on this side I'm going to put a couple of pockets. But I'm not sure. I think I'm going to trim this down about 1/4 inch on each side so the papers line up with paper rather than the edge of the journal or the folio. Yep, I like that better. And so I'm just going to put the double pocket or double tuck, side tuck there. But if that's not your style and you would rather just do, some vertical, a vertical belly band or a horizontal belly band or corner tucks, do what works for you, do what you like. I know some people prefer to have exact instructions and measurements and things, but I know a lot of paper crafters, after you've had some experience, you can kind of just eyeball things a little bit. So now I've got 2 pockets here and 2 here. There's the cover. And for the closure, I'm going to use Velcro. And let's see. So there is your the basic folio. And you can be as elaborate or as simple on the inside as you choose, and on the cover. And I am going to put in a little, head the right direction, a junk journal style journal on the inside. And the cover, I'm going to add some side tucks. One on each side. And a little bit of blue seepage there. And then on the inside, I haven't embellished it at all, although I probably will, but I just have different papers, just a few. It's a small journal because it's a small folio. And then I'm going to sew this right into the middle. And there we go. Another fun and easy project using file folders. One of my favorite materials for making little projects, and I hope you give it a try. I think it was fun. You saw how quick that was. It did take me, a little bit of time to cut all the papers to the right size, but it shouldn't take very long, and you can tailor this to any style or theme or size that you like. So there you go. Thank you everybody for joining me today. I hope you have a good week. While I'm thinking about it, I did make a couple of tags. I actually made more than just a couple. There they. I made a few tags, and I haven't put ribbon in them or anything, and they're just. I just backed some cardstock, but this is what it will be like. Pop these in to the pockets, and so I've got a bunch of stuff I need to cut, little things I still, not a bunch, I need a few things to add, but overall I think it's a good start. And I found these, I don't even know where I got them, really cute, maybe in this child-proof container. These little heart-shaped paper clips, aren't they cute? And I'll be using these in the journal as well. So there we have it, all done. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. If you're not already a subscriber, please subscribe. We really appreciate our subscribers. And have a fantastic week. Bye-bye, everybody.